Oh, I might want this thing so y'all can hear me. Holler if you hear me. Gonna make it right tonight, tonight, tonight. Oh, I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. What's up there, Mike? How we doing tonight? I about put a line to Phil Collins in there, and I was like, yeah, it might not be a good idea. Probably get copyrighted or something like that. What's happening, Doc? What's going on this fine evening? Oh, that's no good, Mike. Not good at all. You know, speaking of which, my mom was just telling me that my cousin has been fighting high blood pressure, and I'm sure she's probably gotten jabbed a couple of times. I'm just sitting there probably thinking that that's what it is. And Doc, I can agree with that. Hey, on a better note, believe it or not, they put ground chuck on sale at the grocery store. I wiped them out. I had some extra funds. I was like, I'm gonna stock up on some ground, and it was good stuff. It was the Angus. Doc, I'm thinking there's still a lot of that flu stuff going around. Believe it or not, I bought I think 4 cans of Folgers the other day because it was on sale too. You know, Mike, I never watched Smoking the Bandit 4. That was one of the series I did not watch. And probably about for that reason. Now, from what I understand, John Schneider's movie Stand on It's pretty good. They have 7 what, Mike? Tab is using your microphone careful. I only knew the actual 3 real Smoking the Bandits, and after the first one, the second one was pretty decent. The third one's kind of and I didn't know they had more than 3. Oh yeah, because it's hard to top the first one. I mean, you make the first one so good. I was like, how can you top it? And I don't think they did that good a job with the second one. And Burt Reynolds knew that too. He says, he says the reason why he didn't star in the third one is says, it's hard to beat a horse to death. He says the best of it was already he knew. Yeah, Airplane was a pretty funny movie. For sure. Yeah, that's for sure. What's up, Steven? A hospital. What is it? And with windows and patients. But that's not important right now. Whew. Inhalers. Sounds like you must have bronchitis, Mike. Well, that's just from, I would guess, from the inhaler. Me and Sudafed don't get along, though. I think it's the pseudoephedrine in there that really jacks with me. So, excuse me. I've been talking to my mortgage broker. Yeah. And yep, that'll do it. That'll knock your dick in the dirt in a hurry. I've had bronchitis. Been years ago though. But man, when I got sick earlier this year, man, that cough just wouldn't go away. It would just sit there and hang and linger, and it was just driving me crazy. I didn't really feel that bad except for this stupid cough. Man, I can't quit yawning. It's been a long day. Been running all over Kingdom Come, picking up parts and pieces to different things. Like I said, they had ground chuck on sale for the Angus ground chuck on sale for $3.99 a pound, which was pretty dang good. Would have been better if it was like $2.99 or $1.99, but we know that's not going to happen right now. And you know, it cracks me up that idiot in office still wants to blame it on the Rona and Putin. Whew, that stuff must be made of gold, Doc. Man, that's some cheap OJ, Mike. I can't drink OJ. It messes my blood sugar up too bad. And I used to drink OJ like it was going out of style, but yeah, it really jacks my blood sugar. Yeah, I'd agree to that. Faux show, faux show. But yeah, I'm getting anxious to get this house refi done. That's for sure. Get that dude done and be set. But like I said, the mortgage broker said that the rates are going up daily. Excuse me. I'm afraid to see what's going to happen May. Hey, what's up, Jose? No, I did not see that, Doc. Speaking of, I know this is nothing off subject, but did you hear about the gal that was, uh, hi, Scott. Did you hear about the gal that was in a vault toilet and she dropped her phone in the vault toilet and she had to retrieve it. So from what I understand, she dismantled the top of the toilet and used her dog's leash to try to fish it out there. Well, that didn't work. So then she used the dog leash as a tether for her to go down there, try to reach the toilet. At any rate, the tether failed and she went into that vault toilet head first in the sewage. It was just one of those pit toilets. After 20 minutes, she got her phone, but after about 20 minutes, she finally had to call the fire department to get her out of the vault toilet. She was covered in sewage from head to toe. Oh my god, could you only imagine that? That has gotta be the nastiest thing. And I guess they hosed her down and gave her, one of those disposable suits to wear, and, she refused to go to the hospital, and she just, wanted to get cleaned up and get on her way back to California, I guess. Hot toddies, Mike, hot toddies. Ooh, Steven, that's pretty pricey. I'm sure it's a lot better for you, by all means, but I, the best way to get it, obviously, is to get it from a local grower that you know that doesn't use any of that stuff. But, yeah, that deal with the toilet was, woo, and it up blew up in the past 6 months. Interesting. Yeah, if that doesn't sound like a little suspicious. Oh, speaking of which, so I eat, um, Dannon whole milk yogurt. Yeah, it's Steven, right? I don't know if it's an iPhone, it was 1,200 bucks. I think I'd probably try to retrieve it too, but some other way. Um, I eat Dannon whole milk yogurt because it doesn't have any additives or nothing like that. It's just cultured cream. And they have been out of that at the grocery store for probably 6 weeks at least. And just last week when I got yogurt, they had what the Southeast Grocers is something down here. They had Southeast Grocers brand. It was all right, but I mean the Dannon was just I thought it tasted better. I tried to use Greek yogurt, and that stuff was like glue, so it was really hard to make um, a smoothie out of. Which I usually make a fruit smoothie for breakfast because it's good for me, and the berries and stuff helps pull the glucose out of my blood. And believe me, it works. It's hard to believe, but it does. I finally got my blood sugars down where they need to be. But yeah, Scott, the only problem is that they got a lot of added sugars in them. So that's why I avoid those. Um, I add my own fruit, I add fresh fruit, or you can buy those frozen berry blends from like Walmart or something like that, and they're really good. Um, they're like they've got a one that's got raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries in it, and then they've got another one that's got dark cherries in it, which are really good for you. And um, it's got dark cherries, blueberries, and strawberries, and it's really good. I put a little mango in it and like a half a banana or something in the bottom of it, and mix that up, and that's like fantastic for breakfast. Yeah, most of that fruit is good for you. Good for got antioxidants and berries in it, and I found out that the berries in that kind of stuff, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries, um, they'll actually pull glucose out of your blood, which is good for me. And that makes a fantastic breakfast because I can put it in one of those shakers. What's up, purple border collie? Yeah, right. Yeah, the fiber. Yeah, fiber's good for you too. It's kind of strange. I found for me things that have a nasty effect on my blood sugar is obviously like a real chocolate chip cookie is really tough on it for sure. So I really can't eat those. Um, most of your breads and buns will tear me up, and like refried beans or like a burrito shell, flour products, that kind of stuff. But pasta really doesn't have much effect on it. But something that's got added sugars in it, straight sugar in it, that's what really screws me up. And Doc, sometimes I would agree to that unless I've got something else going on. But I don't know. Um, makes for some good trumpet music, that's for sure. Yeah, potatoes are bad for you because they're high on the glycemic index, and they stick in your bloodstream for a long time. Your body doesn't get rid of the glucose from potatoes. So yeah, those are a big no-no for me. Um, every once in a while you can get away with it and treat yourself, and that's what I try to do. You know, be good for the most part, and occasionally, I'll have a something that I'm not supposed to have, but just like I really like Sprite, but the I can't I can't drink the Sprite. And just like today, I was like, I really want something different. I'm tired of drinking just water, which is about all I drink. So I opened a can and took a couple sips and put it in the fridge. And says it told the wife, says, "Hey, you need to finish that thing off," says, because I just wanted a couple sips of it. And I just like the Sprite because I like the taste of it. 2 years ahead of schedule. Yeah, I'm dreading that day. Doc's already told me I need to have one done. I'm like, not looking forward to that. Come, let's sit with me on a Friday night on iRock and Z's website or YouTube channel where we talking about just about anything. Sometimes it has cars involved. Other times we talk about people's health issues. Oh crap! No pun intended. Anyway, God, I've had this nasty headache. Speaking of which, I can't get rid of this damn thing. I'm sure it's because of my eyes, because I'm straining my eyes so bad because I can't freaking see. Speaking of which, yeah, I bet that's good, Doc. I bet it's really good. Um, so those glasses that I got, these here, I made a stupid move and went to Lens Crafters to get these. And when she gave them to me and I put them on the first time, I says, "I can't see out of these glasses." She goes, "Oh, it'll be fine. You just need to get used to them." I was like, "I can't see out of these glasses." She says, "I just give them some time. You'll adjust to them." And it says if they don't work, says they got a warning on them. Bring them back. Says okay. Well, today I finally got a chance to go back and um, take them back to the store, and I told the gal, I says, "Look, I can't see out of these glasses." Now, they made me a set of Oakleys too. I got a set of Oakley sunglasses that are prescription. First pair of Oakleys I've ever had, and they are flipping awesome. They're great to drive with. Everything's nice and crystal clear. Couldn't ask for a better pair of glasses, but these damn things here, these are about worthless as tits on a boar hog. Um, but anyway, so I went back there and she goes, "Well," I says, "they're only good for it's only good for 30 days." Um, said, "What?" Says, "You didn't tell me that when I left." "What about just putting some regular lenses in it? Because these are progressive." This is "What about just putting some regular lenses in it?" She goes, "All that'll cost you $258." I'm like, "No." I picked up my glasses, picked up my receipt, and walked out the door. And I wanted to freaking rip her an ass. And the fact of the matter is, I was talking to her because I didn't recognize her, but it's the same gal that I got when I bought the damn glasses, and she didn't even say anything that, "Oh, well, I was the one that sold them to you," and so on and so forth. She didn't even say goodbye. "I wish there was something you could do." She didn't even answer. It was like a big F you and get the hell out of the store. I was so pissed. Yeah. I should have just gotten a regular set of glasses like I had before. Um, I mean, there's not a spot on these that I can actually see well out of. I mean, if you get to the bottom of these things, it looks like you're in a fishbowl, and then the top stuff is not very clear. Now, reading your comments, I mean, if you get it just right, you read your comments, I can see what you guys are typing on there pretty clear. But for the most part, they F with you the whole time you're trying to look out of them. It's just a royal pain in the ass. I don't know. I've worn glasses ever since I was 18 months old. For my 18th birthday, I got out of them for about a year. That was the what my doctor said. Says, "Yeah, you can get rid of them if you want for about a year or so." And then when I went to the new one, she goes, "I don't know why you ever got out of them." And I had that same doctor, Dr. Embry. She was the greatest eye doctor I'd had, and I had her for, uh, man, 20, 30 years. She was my eye doctor. Fantastic lady. And then I used to go to a place called Gary Optical, OH Gary Optical, and I never got a bad pair of glasses out of there ever. They were always spot on. I could see when I walked out the door. I I don't know why I went to this freaking lens crafters crap, but needless to say, I'm gonna find their website and I'm gonna leave them a nasty gram because it just pisses me off. "Doc, you probably got a freaking cavity or something." That's something else. I know since I've gotten older, there's some cavities in my mouth too, and I just haven't wanted to go to the dentist. I go to the place with the talking what's the name of that place? Um, I can't remember what the name of it is. I can picture that freaking talking owl. America's Best, yeah. I heard Warby Parker's probably something decent too. I don't know, but um, I'm just after having these, I don't wanna go back to lens crafters, and I'm not paying for another freaking set of lenses that they should have been right when I got them. You put them on. See, like right now, if I'm looking at you through the screen, at the screen, and for me, it's clear. I mean, you get to some of the letters over there. I even without the glasses now, I can see the letters on the screen. And this is supposed to make it better, but it makes everything blurry. Now tell me that's right. You're supposed to make things clearer when you put the glasses on, not worse. Anyway, end rant. So, what's new in everybody else's world? Um, how's everybody doing? Everybody hanging in there, taking care of yourself? Um, any new projects you all working on? Doc, I don't know. Um, I think my she never said anything about, she asked him, says, "Are are you diabetic still?" Says, "Well, yeah." But she never said anything about it then. And of course, they do the test. I never really thought of that, but I know that the blood sugar can screw with your eyesight for sure. Um, but and I may be a lost cause. I mean, that's all there is to it. I can't say that I've been easy on this old body. You cut the floor in your van for well, I guess that's one way to use it if it's a cargo van. I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing, really. It'd be easier than dropping that big old tank if it's full of gas for sure. Yeah, I'm about ready to clean house around here. I need to get rid of some stuff pretty bad. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I need to get listed. You know, I want to fix Charlie Brown, the Sable, but I just don't have time to jack with it. I mean, it is running. I put a tank and a pump in it and cleaned injectors out, and it's back to running. But I just don't have time to finish it. And I think I'm just going to sell it as is and see what take whatever money I can get out of it and go. I need to sell my um, boat and trailer. I think I'm going to sell one of the Camaros. It'll probably have to go as a roller parts car. I mean, it if somebody wants to put stuff back together on it, it'd make a good driver. It really would because it was a carbureted car and there's no structural cracks on the corners of the glass. It's just got surface rust. The A pillars aren't rusted, the firewall's not rusted. But the longer it sits there under the Florida sun, the worse it's going to get. Yeah, right. I got to sell my camper as we're trying to buy another one. I know it's not probably not the smartest thing to do while you're doing a refi on your house, but um, I need to get my old fifth wheel sold. Somebody that's got time. If somebody had some time to do it, they could fix that roof. It's not that hard of a deal. There's enough guys out there on YouTube that have done it. If I had someplace dry to do it, because I'm not fast at it by any means. Well, that could be too, Scott. Hi, Terry. Yeah, I mean that's the biggest problem. Y'all think about it. What you do and things that you do and what you do for a living, and you really don't put a value on time. time is, the older you get, time is more valuable than anything else because it seems like the older you get, the less of it you have, and it's really tough to do a balance between everything. And the wife and I discussed it too, and she's right. I mean, we're not getting any younger, and there's things that we want to go do. You know, she's I don't know. I can't really tell you that she's disabled, but she's got issues with you know her joints and stuff like that. She may have arthritis pretty bad, but I I wish I had more time, and I wish I could still. I haven't figured out how to bring an income in and not have to physically go to work, so I could do stuff around here. That's kind of why I started the YouTube thing because I was hoping that maybe I would earn enough off of YouTube to replace my salary, and that's not the way it works. I still love to do it, and man, I so want to get some videos out to you guys. I miss doing the videos, but I got some other priorities I got to take care of. So one of these years, I'll uh, I'll get some more videos out. I've got uh, I've got a couple in my phone that I'm working on now, with my camera phone, whatever you want to call it. And I've got a couple that are in the middle of editing. Um, I just, like I said, there's too many. You got too many other responsibilities that you got to take up. So this is kind of taking a back burner. And I do these Saturday night for you guys, but just for something to do. I mean, if you guys are interested in gabbing, it's great. Well, Doc, I hope that isn't a little sarcasm in the statement, but if it's true, I'm flattered. I really am. Just like patience and motivation, the older you get, the less you have. Well, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, there's I want to do I want to go up north and I want to do some cave exploration before I can't move because I mean I still like to do it. Yeah, yeah, you're not lying. That's one thing that's guaranteed. We're all going to keep growing older for sure. Anyway, trying to think if there's any new gadgets or gadgets that I got that you guys might be interested in. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Well, I hope everybody got their taxes filed in time. Scott, there was I think what got me into to enjoying the caves as much as I did was the fact, and I'm slightly claustrophobic. I don't like things that are real tight spaces, especially if I don't know what's on the other end, because I'll start panicking if I get in a tight spot. Um, but I find the cave formations extremely fascinating. Mike, I've seen that sink made out of the transmission case. I thought that was pretty slick. Car parts refund. I'm not following you on that one, Terry. Um, but yeah, there's in South Missouri, and if you guys have been up there, you'll know about it. Branson, Missouri. Yeah, yeah, right. Car parts refund. I wish it would work that way. Um, so we're Dollar City, is an amusement park, um, around Branson, Missouri, and they have a cave in the park there, and the cave is really cool. Um, you go down lots of steps, and it's damp and it's dark, and a lot of formations. There's a lot of people that go through that cave, but I've never been through Mammoth Cave, and that's one that I want to do. Um, there's a couple of them in Tennessee, and I would love to do it before I can't move anymore. Hopefully this body holds up. Depends on, what Lord has in mind for me. But um, I think I'm stuck at the weight I'm going to be probably until I die. Um, I've had no luck at getting any of it off. I mean, it fluctuates. Um, it fluctuates, but it's not like it's drastic. I still blame a lot of the medications for it. The doctor says different, but I at least get my blood pressure and my blood sugar back down to where it needs to be. Doc, I'm going to tell you, we are fortunate to have DeSantis as a governor, and everybody's pushing back against him about these bills that he's been passing, and he's doing it right, and the left doesn't like it at all. Yeah, he did. He nuked Disney in the best way they could possibly do it. There was Glenn Beck was just talking about the way they're teaching the kids in school, even though they say they're not teaching sex education or CRT, critical race theory, or any of that stuff, and how they're still teaching it even though they're saying they're not. I'm going to tell you, if I was in school, if I was there in school, or if I was a parent of, and my kid was getting taught that stuff in school, the way they're teaching it, I think I'd have a come apart. Um, this is a subject for me that's pretty sensitive. I I don't have any kids, but I think of all the bull crap that these teachers are filling these kids' heads with that has nothing to do with math and nothing to do with science. Um, the education system is very troubled right now, and it's just as bad as our government. I mean, it's completely wrong. And I'm glad to see there's some governors standing up for it. They're trying to just like the Title 42 thing or whatever it is that they're trying to get rid of. Bad idea. Uh, oh, I'm thinking there was a reason why the good Lord didn't give us any kids, and I'd be probably for this reason only. Probably because I'd probably go postal on somebody. Anyway, sometimes life is just tough to deal with. As much as you want it to be simple and straightforward, it's just not the way it is. Not the way it is. Anyway, so I hope you all had a good Easter. Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm thinking, Doc, for sure. And Mike, I don't even remember if my parents ever had that conversation with me. It's not something I remember. Um, I think my parents just wanted me to figure it out on my own. I did too, Doc. I did too. It was a good weekend. I'm gonna get my butt out of bed and go again in the morning. Luckily, I went to the store today, so I don't have to go tomorrow. But, looks like I'm gonna have a gusher. You know, Terry, I can remember my buddy and I growing up, and um, they used to have Cinemax after dark, and he and I'd sit up and watch that stuff on the tube. And all I can remember this one star that they had on there had this shirt on there. It was she said that she was the head 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 cheese or something like that for the itty bitty titty committee, and it cracked me up. Just some of the stuff that was back in that day. And, we were kids. I'm surprised we didn't get caught. Because of course you had to turn sound on. But parents were just upstairs in the bedroom. We're down in the living room watching this porno. But I never really got into much porno after that. It didn't seem right to me. I'd rather been the one doing it. Yeah, Skinamax. That's what we used to call it. Absolutely, Mike. That's what keeps us grounded. Keep grounded in your faith. It'll take you a long ways. Anyway, gotta try to do a little mowing tomorrow if I get time. I may just wait. I don't know. For sure. Every time I go up north and I'm there for a week, I usually go with mom. They got Tuesday morning Bible study that they do. Um, they go up to a restaurant that's called the Big Biscuit. It opens at 6:30 in the morning, and it's pretty good. Uh, it's kind of neat, how they break down certain parts of the Bible and explain it, and explain it to the point where it makes sense. It's pretty decent. My church is that I'm going to now is about 45 minutes away, and that's where we usually have the Bible study. So it's not really, especially right now, it's not feasible for me to go economically because of the gas prices. I knew what you meant, Mike. And I think there was only one transmission for that car. I don't think there was any other option. I think it had one, and I can't remember what if they used the same one that C4DE, a little 4-speed automatic, or if they used something different. Um, because that C4DE is what's in old Bessie, and it's been a good transmission. But they used that thing in a whole bunch of different cars. Mercury Cougar, um, Ford Detour, Mercury Mistake. What else did they put that thing in? I think most of it was they used them behind the V6s. Um, Doc, yeah, anything's possible. With the right initiative, yeah, sure you could do it. That'd be a unique combination in a van because I don't think they ever did that in a full size van. I don't know if you could do. I don't know if you could mount a clutch pedal in a van. Is what you'd run into on that. I don't think there's any way to do a clutch pedal in the thing. Was a 4-speed rebuilt 3 times within 5,000 miles and crapped out. Holy crap! What are they missing, Mike? Oh, in your Focus. Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard of them having issues with it. Um, if it was me, um, I probably would have gotten one from a company called ETE Reman. They're out of Michigan, I do believe. But they seem to do pretty good. What's up, Ice? How you doing, buddy? And Doc, that's true. The Astro and Safari did come with stick shifts, but they're a smaller van, and I don't know that the clutch pedal setup would work. Now, I didn't know about the Econoline van having a 5-speed. But as far as I know, they never made a G van or an express van with a manual in it. No matter what engine you got, but there's stranger things out there. My back is so tight. There is a first for everything for sure. I can't remember who else did I know that did a strange swap like that. They made it work. It was somebody I knew too. Said it couldn't been done, and they put a 5-speed in something. I'm trying to think of who that was. I want to say it was a Monte Carlo. Doc, I'm sure there is. I mean, on a 4.8, I'm going to tell you the new work vans that a lot of these companies have got, they've got that 4.3 liter V6, but it's got an 8L90 in it, and it moves that van down the road fantastic. Now, if you could figure out a way to get someone to make a conversion kit that would work with it, or either that or a 6L80, you'd be surprised at how much better it would run. Got a hook on the ugliest car I've seen. Oh, yeah? Yeah, the Bellhausens are the same. Between the old, they use now on the 4.3, I don't think they are. I don't remember. It's been a day or two since I've had one. I think they are the same on the 4.3. I'm talking about the new 4.3 liter. But yeah, I think the Bellhausens are the same. But that's something to think about nonetheless. Well, Ice, I know you just came in here and all you other guys have been great in talking to you, but I'm about to fall asleep sitting here. So I better let you all go before you see me conk out on the keyboard. You'll wonder what happened to old Smitty here. So thank you all so much for coming and gabbing with me. 87 you go, right? So I'm going to cut it off here for tonight. Thank you all so much for coming. Y'all make sure to take care of yourself, take care of each other. God bless you and God bless America. We'll see you next week. See you guys. Bye.